Hello everyone, hope you're fine. Welcome to DJSoft videos in DJSoft YouTube channel. Today we're looking at the Eclair Warm 2. So it's a I'm so happy to put my hands on it because it has been maybe 15 years without any mixer from the brand. So it's the new one. Of course, like you see here, it's a rotary mixer. And Warm 2, why true? Because you have two main channel. You have another channel here. You can switch between mic and line if you want, but you have only not a 3-band EQ, but a 2-band EQ, minus 15 plus 15 on the high and bass. But you have a third, little third channel. But Warm 2 allow us to imagine that if this first mixer is a good selling for the brand, maybe it could they could make Warm 3 or Warm 4 with 3 and 4 channels for example, and it will be great for us. So during this video, I will show you all the function of the part of the mixer directly with track on into my computer with a sound card. Ooh, okay, a lot of people will say, no, you have to test this mixer with a turntable, with a record. Yes, of course, I can show you like that, but I will have some strike on my video for copyright, so I will take free copyright sound directly from my computer, but you have also a comparison directly on the description, under the description of the video, allow you to compare every phono input on every mixer. You have maybe, I think it's 12 or 30 mixers directly and controllers with phono input, so you can have your own opinion on it and you can listen with your headphone. Every mixer you have just to put solo on each line, each channel of the Audacity folder, so you have just to download and install Audacity, and after take this zip and listen to each mixer and the Eclair Warm 2, so you can have the phono input like the others and make the comparison. So feel free to download it. So first you will have your switch between phono and line. Phono for turntables with the phono output. Of course, there is some turntable with line output, or you choose line if you have a sound card like me, or a multimedia player like CDJ, AC, whatever. So first, let's play the track. You will have the trim control or gain control, minus 15 or plus 15. So make sure you, on the PFL section, make sure you put the correct trim control on each track on the main part, the higher part of your track. After, you will have 3-band EQs, 3-band EQs for each channel 1, 2, and 2-band EQs for the channel 3 here for mic line, like we just talked about. So every EQ here is off, so you will have no sound like that. High, medium, bass. After, you will have your PFL section or Q section. Thank you, Eclair, to put PFL and not Q. You see CUE, because a lot of people, when they start DJing, when they learn, they always forgot the meaning of the Q on your player and the Q on the mixer. So thank you, Eclair, to put PFL like pre-fade listening. So everything before the fader, before the volume, So PFL, you can choose channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, or both. everybody if you want. And like you saw on the little video, you will have your little balance between PFL and master on your headphone, and of course the volume of your headphone here. And we arrive now on the send return. What is a send return? For those who don't remember or who don't know what a send return is, you can have an external FX if you want, for delay, reverb, echo, filter, what you want. And you can choose the channel you want directly on your FX, your external FX, and after the FX goes directly on the master on your speakers. So it allows you to make some FX on the channel you want and not put an FX between the master of your mixer and the speakers, of course. So you have your volume control for the send FX, and you have a pre I don't know in English, pre and post fader. What is pre and post fader? Pre-fade will be just before your fader, so you have to put your level up to 100% if you want all the level of your track, but you don't have to manage this during your FX. It will be cool for this pre will be cool for FX like filters or something like, and post fader would be great for your reverb, echo, delay, etc. Let's do the post fader, because what is great with post fader is that when you release, when you cut your fader, your volume control, you will have the feedback of the echo, for example. So let's put this part of the track for the echo. Yes, like that, like here and here, for example. So an example for the echo. And now I'm going to take this part of the track to see more for a filter, for example, on the pre-position like that. So you have your track like that. You manage the little balance between the send and the track like that. So all the volume is on the send. You can adjust a little reverb if you want. And after you do the reverse function, you put less send and more the value of your channel. After the send return, you will have the isolator section. So like a lot of people who are used to rotary mixer, or there is few mixers with line faders, but the main part is rotary mixer with isolator. So you saw people, DJs which are using isolator to make some manipulation on the track. Let's see what it is. So first, let's see each frequency. So you have crossover between bass and mid at 300 and between mids and high at 4000 Hz. So just the low. So of course you can move slow like that, or just like that, mid, or plus 12 dB, the mid, and the high. So you can make manipulation like that, for example. Or something like that. Etc, etc. And of course at the end the level, each level for the volume control on each channel. Very, very, very long curve, volume curve to make good volume switch, good not balance, volume control between tracks to mix tracks between them. And let's see what it is with a little mix, just to show you how it feels with the audio between two tracks when you have a long mix between them with this mixer. Let's see at the end of the track like that. So as you can hear, just here, you just hear a great volume control between two tracks on the Eclair Warm 2. So now let's talk about the pros and cons. I don't have too much negative feedback because the sound is pretty amazing. It's warm, of course. You can, like I said on the beginning of the video, you can download the comparison and see what I see in my room. The same thing. So very good sound. On for the connections, you have a lot of connections. For the output, for example, you have one master on XLR SCA. You have one boost on the RCA. You have rec output 2 on ACR, so it's great. Little negative feedback it's not a too big negative feedback, but you see we just saw that you have a send return, but a send return you have to have external FX with a dry wet possibility, like for example Chaos Pad, like EFX 500 or 1000, but not pedal FX, for example, or something like. But you can't with RMX 500 and RMX 1000 because there is no dry wet, and it works on other mixers because you have an insert and not a send return. So your external FX has to have dry wet button, dry wet possibility, volume. You know, it's if not, it's not possible. But the rest is pretty good. I have no word. I'm so happy to have now in 2022 an Eclair mixer, because I had some Eclair mixers in the past, the SMAC 4.2, the SMAC Pro 40, SMAC Pro, SMAC 42, and I think it's all my Eclair mixers. So it's pretty cool to see again a mixer and a rotary mixer on the Eclair Brown. So it's the end. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, feel free to ask under the video in the comment section. See you next content. Bye bye. Take care, everybody.